Hello, everybody. I'm trying to get comfy on my chair because I am sitting in the part of my house where we're going to make some stuff. And let me see if I can just move this because I actually did break my other camera, which is so sad. So anyway, what I'm doing at the moment is I've already made all of these things here. There are so many of them, and they are some, I'll show you some. I've already painted some. So this is my little penguin. He's going to shrink a little bit in the kiln, and these are going to be fired. So they'll be glossy and beautiful. And these are basically going to be magnets, although I do have some that are going to be some beautiful mugs. So I thought while I'm painting these, I might as well literally just show you what I'm doing because I'm doing so many of them. And I'm trying to kind of move them out the way a little in between. And I'll show you, we're going to do this one. Now, I'll show you what I'm doing. So, isn't he cute? He's going to go with my little, that's going to be a magnet. He's going to be glazed and beautiful. It's all going to be part of Nelson Soapery, of course. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're kind of going to get this, and I'm going to be doing some wax melters as well. They're really good. So it's all going to be a part of my line, which lots of you know. So anyway, I'm going to paint now. I don't know whether you can see, but I've slightly drawn something on that. And I'm going to paint, which this is called underglaze, because we want to get these pottery things beautiful so that way they can go with our soap. And I think these are really nice. It will be food grade, but you'll be able to put your soaps, bath bombs, anything like that on it. You know, and in these times, you need to come up with something new. Like seriously, so look, I'm going to be honest, soap's a hard gig to sell at the moment. A little bit of a drink of my coffee, and I'm making my daughter a beautiful fairy charm, although she doesn't know, but she might now because she often watches when I say I'm doing something. So and so let's just move these out the way because I need to bring this a little closer, which is, I don't need the coffee. But yeah, so we're going to bring all this closer so that I can show you what I'm doing. So we're going to paint these, which these are, look, I've just drawn these. Look, I'll show you up close. I don't know whether you can see. It's like lemons and so on. And this grey lead, it will actually, once it gets fired, it will just, because it gets fired at such high temperature, it will just go away. So, and then you're left with a beautiful pattern. And then these have already been fired to be harder. And then, of course, I have some little penguins and things like that, which they're going to be magnets. I've already done all the tiny ones, which I spent hours last night. And I'll show you. They are going to be glossy and glazed. They'll be brighter than this, but that's what they look like at the moment. And my husband actually made me the mold for that. So on the 3D printer, he made me like a cookie cutter kind of mold. And I'll show you the other ones. He also made me the owl. So that's the owl. Yeah, so very exciting. And then I have some that are a lacy one, and then these are going to be colourful. Doesn't that look beautiful? I love it. Really love it. So anyway, and, you know, look, I've been watching a lot of people at the moment, and they're telling me they're doing terrible at markets. And I can 100% believe that because markets are really struggling big time at the moment. You know, people are really struggling to sell things. You know, and the one thing I've thought about, okay, soap is beautiful. We all know. I mean, you use a beautiful soap, it's gorgeous. But you know what? It's kind of a luxury spending $10 on a bar of soap. Whereas, I know this sounds silly, but people go, a magnet, oh, it's $10. And they'll go, that's so cute, I'll buy it. It's interesting. So sometimes you need to pivot what you're doing a little bit. You really do. And you really need to think about how else can I make money? So if you're not selling your soap or candles or something at a market, bring something else in. That's also going to look good with it. I mean, there's no good me bringing in car parts with soap because that doesn't make sense. But this is all pretty. And like I said, I could display this so that the soap could sit on the trays and things like that. So that's something that you kind of need to think about a little bit. Look, like I said, I hope that makes sense. I hope it doesn't sound silly. And on the back of this phone thing, I'm just going to put this paint. I don't know where I put the other containers, but anyway, it doesn't matter because it's only going to be a few drips. So this is underglaze, and for anyone that hasn't done pottery, this is the one I buy, and I buy it from a ceramic supplier, and they're like $16 for one. They're very expensive. And we're going to get a brush. I went out and bought new brushes because I kept taking my daughter Pearl's brushes and she was getting cranky with me. So anyway, and I thought while I'm here, because I started last night doing these little owls, and you probably can't tell, but this one already does have pink on the outside, so I'll have to do more layers. And it's not until it goes through the kiln and been glazed that it's going to look a bit nicer. But I thought while I was doing this, maybe we can have a little chat about markets, how things are going and so on, because lots of people are telling me they are struggling hugely at markets. I could 100% agree with that, because at the moment, like I said, times are tough, so people, just aren't really buying like luxury soaps or stuff like that. They're going to Kmart to get it. Not everyone, but I'll tell you now, a lot of people are. And one thing that I've noticed from doing some markets and festivals with my daughter is the thing that people are actually buying, which sounds just so silly to me. But anyway, they're just buying a little fun thing, whether it's like a 3D printed toy, whether it is a book that they want to really read. So they're starting to buy something a little bit more personal for themselves, rather than, a luxury item like a soap, because it is considered a luxury to be like a good quality one. I mean, they can go to the shop and get one for $1. And clearly we can't make a soap for $1. So it's one of those things, isn't it, my loves? So, and if you want to see more of me doing pottery things, or a little bit more behind the scene of what I'm doing to introduce this into Nelson Soapery, you can just go on my other YouTube, which is Rhonda Jane Pottery. So just look that one up. And if you're on my Patreon, I have shared that link a few times. So it's a very new channel to me. I haven't had it for very long. So there's like maybe 59 subscribers on it or something like that. It's not big. So, but anyway, I've just started that one, started some videos. If you're on my Patreon today, I did release 2 recipes for body butter. One's emulsified and one's traditional. And I also did release a little bit about the costings of the body butters, and why you would do emulsified instead of traditional body butter. So hopefully that helps people out. So if you want to see that, just go over to Patreon. I do have a free section, and then of course I have a paid section, so you can join whichever one suits you, but obviously people on the paid one get more information. So anyway, my loves, that's what I've been doing. And as many of you know, which I've said this a few times, like at Christmas I was diagnosed with skin cancer, so I've had the surgery, 2 surgeries. I'm definitely feeling better, but it's taken me a while to get my mojo back, and get back on top of things. So I feel like, it's taken me a while, but anyway, we're slowly getting there, aren't we, into the swing of things. So and that's why I did start this pottery again, and I did do pottery actually for a very long time in the early 90s when my daughter Abby was a little baby. Say no to my son. Every time I do a YouTube live, it drives me crazy. My son rings. He's 25. So, and I'm like, go away. I'm busy doing something on YouTube. So he always interrupts my YouTube. When I'm doing a video, it's like crazy. It's like, he doesn't ring me all day until I do a YouTube. It's like, wow. Anyway, so this is a very casual video, nothing too exciting. I hope everyone's doing well. And like I said, it was more just so that you guys could see that I'm still here It still is my channel. I still love Nelson Soapery. But at the moment, it's been really hard, honestly. For me, I'm really not selling many products. So if you're thinking it's you, it's not you. It's across the board, across the... So yeah, honestly, I've been doing a wholesale order that I've been filling for a few weeks because it was a very big order. But other than that, I really haven't had orders, a lot of orders. So, yeah, I had massive amount of orders and now I haven't had anything for quite a while. So, yeah, if you're the same as me, don't worry. We're all in the same boat. And I really do think it's the financial crisis. It's just crazy. It really is crazy to me how everything is going, and it's quite terrifying to say the least. But anyway, so that's our little owl. Isn't it cute? It's darling. I will actually show everyone. So if you want to see when I get them out of the kiln and do all that, because I'm picking up one next week on Tuesday, go over to my other website. I will actually show everybody that one that I'm going to be opening the kiln. Well, it's not really my kiln. I'm going to open the boxes when I collect them to show everybody the new mugs that I've made, because I'm making all of them at the moment. And I kind of feel like maybe I painted this, but anyway, maybe I didn't. I can't remember. Anyway, that's what we're doing at the moment, my friends. So yeah, so like I said, I will bring more videos soon. I am going to be bringing a video out again about how to make body gels. So I'm just waiting on the materials. I've ordered some more materials because I'd ran out of a lot. And because I was ill, I wasn't really on top of ordering everything. So yeah, and of course I've got my conference coming up. So that is in May in Queensland. Very excited to meet you all there. So for anyone that doesn't know, I've tried to tell everybody in all different ways from media. So please watch my media so that you'll get information. We have all the same speakers. Nothing has changed from the speakers, but it's pushed into one day. And we'll sort out all the differences and the tricky bit with the tickets later on once the conference has happened. Because at the moment, we're just trying to organise everything on that. And that had to happen when I got diagnosed with the skin cancer because I get too tired. So I just thought I wasn't going to be able to cope doing 2 days. And rather than cancel and disappoint everyone, I thought this was the best option. So if you got a ticket, please come along. And if you haven't got a ticket, go and get one. If you watch Ali's every day, there is a discount code on Ellie's. I think she did some posts, so go and check that out if you're with Ellie, or contact her to ask her for the discount code that I gave her, which means you will get a ticket so that you can attend with a full catered lunch, see people like Ellie, myself, for a bargain price of $175 for the full day. And that includes your meal and everything. So... and that is in Brisbane in South Bank. So, and if you don't want to come to that, you can come on you know, online. So there is online tickets for that as well. But it's and it's only a little bit cheaper online. It's pretty much a very similar price. So you'll definitely get more, and you'll get some presents as well. Some suppliers give us gifts to give away, and we always pass them on to anybody that's attending. So that's a bit exciting, isn't it? Yeah, so that's what's happening, my lovely friends, at the moment. And of course, like I said, keeping myself interesting, doing some things like this. And I know they don't look too fancy now, but I promise you they're going to look beautiful once they're glazed and beautiful. Oh, another thing to tell you as well that's happening in my life is we are considering selling our house. We don't know yet, just to move to another area, probably be in a similar place still, same suburb, I think. But anyway, that's what we're thinking of doing at the moment. Yeah, so, but I'll keep you all posted what's going to happen. We're trying to get something that's a bit bigger so we can have some big sheds and things, and maybe I'll eventually do some classes or something like that. You know, maybe that's going to happen. So, because with the conference, I think I'm only going to keep this running this year, and then that is it. I may pass the reins to another person if somebody wants to take that on, because I think I'm a little sick to be continuing doing that. So I have to find some other things that make me happy and that I can help you all with. So then, it gives me a little bit of time back, doesn't it, everybody? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, it's just a quick video, so I will get going. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of a chat, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye.